Yeah.
All right. Oopsie.
And I'm starting this as well.
Yep. All right. Good morning. Good morning, Mystic Fitness. So we are out here on Victory Field. We have a great super duper class for everybody at home with Dima Bosko leading. So that's a beautiful surprise for today. We have Bonnie here. We have Mary Beth, Susie, Constantina, Dima, Deba, Erin, Chris, Judy. So we're kind of a full house out here, and this is magnificent. Day 2 of our live stream outdoor classes. We put up a poll last night on Facebook asking you guys which is more important to you. Do you guys want to continue outdoor practices without face masks or with, if you want to? Or do you want to come indoors? Technically, we're allowed to open on July 6th, which is Monday, and if we go indoors, it is mandatory to wear face coverings. So we need your input. Please comment on our Facebook post if you prefer practicing outdoors or at home live stream, or if you are ready for us to unlock our doors, give you the heat, the humidity, and you're willing to wear a face mask for 75 minutes. Please comment. We need your help on this one. And I came up with an idea of like a yoga veil as a face covering. So you have a headband, you cut out a big piece of fabric, you put it under the top of your headband, and then you cut out big eye holes. So, I don't know. What do you think? A yoga veil instead of a mask? That's something I thought about last night. We need your help. We want to move forward, but we want to do it in the safest way possible. And we want to protect everybody's health. Yoga is for feeling great and not for anything else. So we want to make sure everyone stays safe. July is a super hot month. I don't know if you're willing to practice indoors in the heat with masks or face coverings. So please let us know. You can comment on our Facebook, comment on Instagram, or email us mysticfitness@gmail.com. All right, that's it for me for today. I'm handing it over to Dima. Enjoy this beautiful special class that she has put together for us. And namaste, everybody. All right, see you around.
Thank you, Amy. Is that phone set up appropriately for, does it see me too? Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. It is my first group class, so I'm especially excited to be teaching. I will ask everyone to come into a comfortable place. Can everybody hear me okay? For those of you who are on live stream, just find a place in your house, in your room, either lying on the ground or seated on a block or a cushion. And begin to notice the experience of ground beneath your body. And begin to notice the experience of breath. And also begin to notice the experience of sound. The soothing sound of nature. And the background sounds of traffic or any other sounds in the background. And the experience of your heartbeat inside your chest. any other tingling sensation in the body. And what I'm directing your attention here is the experience of life, the experience of your being. When we drop out of our thinking mind, just for a few moments, and experience life through sound, through sensation, through the sense of weight. And the breath. And to open up our practice today, I'd like to share with you and have you experience with me a practice that I do every morning. It is called the Holy Incantation of Solace. I learned that from a teacher named Richard Rudd, the founder of the Gene Keys. And it has hand mudras, hand gestures, which the rest of the class will just skip by simply placing hands on the heart, right hand and then left hand on top. And you can repeat inwardly. And for those of you who are on live stream with me, you can try to follow with the hand gestures, the mudras. To begin with, we'll bring the hands at heart center. This is the mudra of universal love. And inwardly and silently repeat, may love pour through my soul. May love pour through my soul. Just feel that love pouring through. And the mudra changes by opening up a little bit at the heart, keeping the base of the hands together and the fingertips, and just opening up at the heart. May light flower in my heart. May light flower in my heart. Feel that light like a flame that's just expanding inside your chest. May light flower in my heart. And the right hand comes over the belly, the left hand on top of the right hand. May warmth radiate my belly. And feel the sensation of warmth just run through your entire belly. Soften your belly. May warmth radiate my belly. Just vibrate all throughout. And then taking the right hand, pinky finger with the left hand, and joining the index finger and the thumbs at the heart. May purity shimmer in my bones. Just feel that purity of heart, purity of intention, purity of thought. That purity, that benevolence. May purity shimmer in my bones. And then grasping the right fist with the left, may kindness resound in my voice. May clarity shine in my mind. And planting the right hand on top of the heart, left hand on top. May solace abound in my life, touching all who I meet. And then opening the arms nice and wide. And then bringing the hands together, all the fingertips touching. Once again, opening up, may solace abound in the world, bringing all beings into perfect union. And bringing the hands back to heart center, taking a cleansing breath together before the opening of our practice together. Deep in breath. Out breath, let it go. Opening with the sound of Om. Inhale. Out breath, let it go. Om. Take your time to slowly reach your arms overhead wherever you are. Make fists with hands, circle wrists around. And slowly, if you're lying down, roll over onto your side. And make your way upwards into a meditative seated position. And allow your arms once again to reach overhead. Circle wrists. And then allow the shoulders to start to find some rotations here, just shrugging them up and down, forward and back, back and forward. Once again, arms all the way overhead. And circle sweep all the way around and come back to the chest. And make your way over to your table pose. As you allow your entire body to start to experience the movement throughout the spine. Hands under shoulders, hips over knees. And some arches and curls throughout the spine. Opening the heart with each in-breath, and exhaling and rounding that spine, pulling the navel in and up. Letting the cervical spine, the neck be involved in the motion. And then taking your time to slowly find some rocking motion side to side. Letting the rocking motion turn into some hip rotations or some circular motions. Let there be a sense of spaciousness throughout the breath, maintaining the resounding of the beautiful mantra that we began with, the different incantations resound throughout the body. And after some circular motions towards the right and then towards the left, maybe let there be coming back into center and reaching your right leg back, curling toes under, planting toes on the ground, And shifting back and forth throughout, drawing the heel back and forth and allowing for a sense of stretch throughout the calf muscles. And whenever you feel ready, you do the same thing on the other side. Notice if your wrists are starting to hurt at all. It's kind of an interesting experience to be on soft ground, on grass, and maybe making fists when necessary. Beautiful. Allow yourselves to slowly return to your table and find a child pose. Maybe you separate the knees a little bit and just get into the hips a little longer. Maybe you're feeling some motion feels better for you. You can maintain a certain level of micro motion. And let that love once again pour through your soul. Just let it feel it vibrate within your heart, down your belly, down your spine. And let that heart shine onto the ground, letting go. Sounds of the birds surrounding you. One more deep in breath. And on the out breath, return back to your table pose. Curl the toes under and extend the hips up and back into a downward facing dog. And begin to pedal your feet. Begin to notice any sensation throughout the back body that needs some loosening up. Maybe you rock the neck, the head side to side. Feel the crown of the head emptying out any negative thought patterns that you have taken. They're not yours. Let them go. Just let them go. Shake the head in a sensation of letting go. And take your time to slowly reach the right leg up towards the sky. Feel the length of the leg. Circle the ankle around. Do the same on the other side. As you release the foot back down, shift back and forth a couple of times, just accessing the shoulders a little more. Know that at any time you feel like dropping your knees, that's welcome. Honor the body, let it be your guide. And then slowly walk yourself forward to a forward fold, allowing the sensation of weight to drop from your torso as you bend your knees. Lift and separate your toes. Feel the grounding sensation of earth beneath your feet. Release the toes down, but maintain awareness of the balls of the feet on the ground. Maybe elbows rest on thighs as you rock side to side. And maybe you release all the way down with blocks under your hands. And then start to walk your torso over towards the right a little bit more. Keep the knees bent, drop the hips a little bit more. And let there be like a certain level of a twisting sensation as you bring the hands towards the right. And then once again, letting your hands come back to center and towards the left. Maybe you decide you feel better when you drop the knees even lower or the hips a little lower. And then come back towards the center and let the hands come to the thighs and slowly roll up as you activate your feet into the ground a little bit at a time. Feel the grounding sensation of earth as two arms reach overhead. Deep breath in. On the breath out, palms come to heart space. And we'll take it into a Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. 2 arms reach overhead with a deep breath in. On the breath out, the right hand drops down. The left hand reaches all the way up. And a bend to the right. Back to the center. Reaching right arm all the way up. And a bend to the left. And then start to practice this sensation of moving side to side while allowing the arms to be free so that they're not so tight. Just keep hearing the sounds of the birds, the silence which encompasses all things, in the background of all sound. Coming back to the center, reaching 2 arms overhead, deep breath in. On the breath out, palms come to heart space as you bend the knees, hinge from the hips into a forward fold. Take a deep in-breath as you bend the knees. Hands come to the shins or on elbows on thighs. Halfway lift. On the exhale, plant the palms down. Step back into a plank pose. Feel the plank first, activating throughout your entire body. And start to feel the fire now in your body. Engaging thighs, glutes muscles, pressing floor away. Maybe opening the mouth and kind of letting out that big sigh. Letting the throat chakra, the energy centers in the throat, kind of release all energy tension. Lower the knees to the ground. Let the elbows point directly back and take a few push-ups up and down, firing up that upper body. If you want to skip the push-ups, you can come all the way down to the ground. As you lower the chest all the way down to the earth, allow your legs to lengthen back. And take an inhale as you open up through the chest, letting that heart wide open, baby cobra. On the exhale, release the chest down. Press yourself slowly back up through table to downward dog, curling toes under. Allowing your entire back body to feel the length of the pose. As you rock the head side to side, shake it off. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, bend the knees, press the hips back, look forward. On the exhale, walk or float forward, forward fold. As you slowly circle sweep the arms all the way up, rise, breath in. On the breath out, palms to heart space, bowing forward, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Take it in together, half lift. On the exhale, plant palms down, step back, plank pose. Allow the entire body to feel the strength of the pose once again. Maybe lowering the knees or not as you lower down halfway or all the way, Chaturanga Dandasana. Let your heart open wide, baby cobra or up dog. 2 downward facing dog as you exhale, hips press back, knees bend. 1 more deep in breath together. And let it go. The right leg slowly rises up to the sky as you inhale. The exhale brings the knee to the chest as you curl. Lengthening it back once again. In. On the out, knee to chest. Step forward, warrior 1. Allow the back foot, back heel to dial down. To still face forward somewhat so that the hips are comfortably, chest comfortably facing forward. And circle through your arms a bunch of times. And maybe stacking hands behind the hips or interlacing hands behind the back, opening the heart a little more. On the inhale, let your entire body kind of feel that openness. And hinge forward, hovering over your front thigh. Tuck chin into chest and slowly roll back up on the exhale. Once again, inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, tuck and roll. Nice and slow. Keep that front knee bent. Keep that activity in the front foot. Once again, in, hinge forward. And out, slowly rolling up. One more time. Exhale, roll up. And the next time you hinge forward, hover over your front thigh and stay there. And then take your blocks, place them underneath your hands. Find a runner lunge, walking that left foot a little bit more back. And slowly allow for the bending and extending of the front leg to happen naturally. Maybe you rock onto your front heel as you extend the leg. And take your time to drop the back knee to the ground to come into a low crescent. Lift your torso high. And walk your right foot back so that it's under your right knee. And take care that you shift your weight enough so that your hip is on top of your left knee. Beautiful. Allow yourselves to slowly reach the arms overhead with a deep breath in. Keep activation in both inner thighs. On the exhale, twist vertically to the right. Keep that activity in that front foot as well. Come back to center with the in-breath. On the out-breath, twist vertically to the left and let that heart open towards the side. Feel the expansion of both palms away from each other. Again, come back to center. 2 arms reach overhead. Breath in. On the out breath, twist to the right. Back to center in. Out, twist to the left. Come back to the center in. On the out, twist to the right. Start to feel your obliques muscles working here. Back to center in. On the out, we're twisting from the mid back to the left. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, active in both feet. In. And out, twist. Last time, in. Twist to the right. Back to center, in. And twist to the left. Stay there, stay there. It's a little bit challenging to the balance. Beautiful. Come back to the center, hands on blocks, runner lunge, curl the back toes under. And then hover over your front thigh, reaching those arms back. Let that energy flow through the fingertips. Notice if you're yanking your neck upwards, see if you can look down and allow that neck to be long, like a nice extension of the rest of the spine. Couple more breaths. Stay strong here. Hug in towards the center. Activate that front heel into the ground. And then dial the back heel down, opening up to your warrior 2. Make fists with hands. Circle your wrists around. Shrug the shoulders up and down a few times. And as you open your heart, have the thumb face upwards, spreading those fingertips wide apart. And take a moment here to just luxuriate in this pose. It's so delightful. It's delight in the pose. You're feeling that elongation of the spine, the tailbone drawing down. And as you flip the front palm, reverse your warrior, feel a deep in-breath. On the out breath, returning back to the center, take your way into a side angle, allowing that left side body to also elongate. And allow the top arm to circle through a few times, sweeping down, forward and up, and around, and then switching directions. Keep feeling the activity in that front leg, super strong. Holding your side angle for 1 more in-breath. On the out breath, come back to your warrior two. Reverse it for a deep in breath. On the out breath, cartwheel the hands down and step back into plank pose, holding strong. If you like those push-ups, take them again, lowering knees down or not. Maybe 3 to 5 push-ups. All of us will either meet all the way on the ground or in a halfway push-up. Inhale, open your heart, baby cobra or upward dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Hips draw back. Head shakes no and yes. Left leg slowly rises up to the sky for a deep in breath. On the out breath, the knee comes to the chest as you come into your plank. In, elongate back. Out, knee to chest, step forward to left thumb. Find your way into your warrior one. Notice if your feet are not hip distance, make them. Start to circle the arms around a few times. Just open up through the shoulders. We hold so much tension around the shoulders. And then slowly allow yourselves to either interlace the hands behind the back or stack hands on top of sacrum and begin to hinge forward as you inhale, active feet in the ground. Exhale, tucking and rolling through the cervical spine as you rise. Inhale, hinge, and fluidly roll up. Take that 2 more times. Down and up. And the next time you hover down, stay there hovering for a moment. Relax your shoulders. Notice if you're collapsing into your joints and activate feet more. And then come into your runner lunge, bringing those blocks underneath the hands. Bending and extending. Notice how you have multiple heights for those blocks that you can choose. If you don't have blocks at home, maybe a water bottle under your right hand. And the water bottle will actually teach you not to put your weight on it. So we don't want to put our weight on the block. We want to use them for anchoring. And finally, making your way into that low crescent. Allow the back knee to drop down to the ground. Lift your torso, shift back so that your right hip is on top of your right knee. Let there be this sense of activity through the feet and through the thighs as you reach 2 arms overhead. Breath in. Breath out as you twist to the left. Back to center with the in-breath. The out-breath takes it to the right. And do that a few more times on your own. Nice, long spine, twisting with the exhales. And as you're enjoying these motions of twisting, see if you can really stabilize your lower body and use the strength of your core center to twist. Couple more times on each side. As you twist to the left, come back to center and twisting to the right, hold and hold. Feel the activity in that left hip. Come back to center with a deep in-breath. And on the out-breath, plant palms back on those blocks. Curl back toes under. Find a runner lunge. And then hover in your runner lunge. Keep your left knee on top of your left ankle. Activate the back leg. Hug in towards the center. Let energy radiate through those fingertips. Spread them apart. Feel the navel pulling in and out. Then dial the back heel down, open it up, warrior two. As you open up once again, regain access to the base. Your feet are so strongly grounded. Your heart is open. Your shoulders are relaxed, and there is this sense of spreading outwards past the body. Just feel that sense. Beautiful. Flip the front palms and reverse your warrior as you open up through the side body. In breath. On the out breath, come back to center and come into your side angle. Start to circle the upper arm around a few times. Let there be a detangling in the area of the upper chest, right shoulder blade. Wonderful. Switching directions. Maybe stabilizing and holding stable for a couple of breaths. And then returning into your warrior two. Take a breath in as you reverse it. And on the breath out, cartwheeled hands down, back into your plank pose. Hold the plank active. Take it in together. On the out, lower down to your Chaturanga Dandasana, whichever version works for you. And take it all the way through to your downward facing dog or into your child pose. And take a few moments here to once again pause and hear the sounds. Feel the earth. And all of us will meet slowly at the back of your mat. So you'll come into downward dog if you're not there already, and walk your hands all the way back. Coming into a forward fold to begin with, and then rising all the way up to stand, either rolling or coming up with a straight spine. And we slowly come into a beautiful balance pose here, bringing palms to heart space. Allow yourselves to slowly make your way into balancing on your left foot. So the right tippy toes might come to the ground, or the knee lifts. Maybe circling the ankle around a little bit. Wonderful. Take your time to cross the right ankle on top of left thigh. Maybe this is where you stay while you micro bend your left knee and squeeze your left glute muscles. It's a little hard to balance here. Or press back into this figure four. Slowly returning back to center, right knee to chest with the in-breath. Extend the leg forward and feel that activity pressing forward. Strong quad. Let the foot drop, just one foot forward. Shift your weight onto that right foot and bring the left knee up towards the chest. Reach the right arm all the way up with the in-breath. On the out-breath, twist to your left. Maybe the left hand stays where it is or extends back. Stay active in that right glute muscle, your right knee as well. Come back to the center and hands on the hips as you extend your left foot forward. Strong quads. Squeeze. Land one foot forward. Shift your weight into your left foot. And bend your right knee for dancer pose. Grab a hold of your right ankle. Left arm reaches up. Take your time to press back as you activate that foot back and hinge forward. Keep pressing back, pressing back, pressing back. Relax your shoulders. Engage inwards in the inner thighs. And now listen up as hands come to the hips, knee to the chest. Extend the leg forward. Slowly landed one foot forward. Bring your left knee up towards your chest. Take your time to open up that left knee to the side. And we're transitioning into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. That knee's going to stay bent as you stack your left hip on top of right. Take your right hand to your block and extend the left leg back. Slowly landing the left foot all the way back and turning to the side to come into your goddess pose. Heels in, toes out. Sink down. And bring hands to heart space. Palms at heart center. May love pour through my soul. Just let that resound throughout your being. Activate those feet into the ground at the same time. May light shine and flower in my heart. One more deep in breath. And let it go. And as the hands come back to heart space, set up the feet so you can come into a wide-legged forward fold here. And slowly bow forward, hinging from the hips. Taking any variations that you wish. Shake the head no and yes, just a couple more times. Let that breath flow. Any inversions, it's a little safer if we fall on grass. And anything else you wish to do. And in a few moments, we'll return back to center, neutral spine, and walk the hands over towards the right foot. Stepping back into your downward facing dog. If you'd like to take a transitional flow in between, you're welcome to. So much space. All of us will meet at the back of the mat as you walk your hands back towards your feet, rolling all the way up. Beautiful. Setting up for the other side. As you bring the hands to heart space, shift your weight into your right foot, left knee lifts. Activity in that right foot, a bend in the knee. As you cross your left ankle on top of right, flexing that ankle, figure four. Relaxed body, relaxed shoulders, heart wide open. Coming back to the center, left knee to chest as you extend it forward. Feel the activity in that left quad. It might lock up on you. You could shake it up a little. And then land the foot forward. Taking your time to bring that right knee up towards the chest. And finding a twist to the right. Feel the length upwards through the crown of the head, activity in the feet, and maybe right arm reaches back. Back to the center, hands on hips, extend the right leg forward. Slowly land foot forward, shift weight into it. Left knee lifts and bends for dancer pose. Right arm reaches up. Activity through the left ankle as you extend forward and press back. If you're about to fall, bend the right knee a little more. Activate foot into the ground a little more. Squeeze your right glute muscle a little more. Come back to the center. Extend that left leg forward in. On the out, land. And get ready for that Ardha Chandrasana half moon. First opening up through the right hip. And then slowly stacking hip. A block under the fingertips. Left knee micro bent. Glutes super strong. Pull that navel in and up. Relax your shoulders more. Slowly land the back foot back. Find the goddess pose, heels in, toes out. Sink down. Maybe sink down and up a couple of times. Bringing the right fist and planting that left hand, wrap the right fist on top. Like this. Other way around. Yes. And then bring it a little bit closer towards your throat chakra. And let that beautiful, beautiful expression of kindness, may kindness resound through my voice. May kindness resound through my voice. And taking your way into that wide-legged stance again, facing the side to prepare for the wide-legged forward fold. As you bow down towards the ground, that humble bowing to this great intelligence that is life. And letting go of our own desire to control life, let it pour down through the crown of the head. One more in-breath together. On the out-breath, slowly walk your hands over towards your left foot. Coming into your downward facing dog. And from here, preparing to find your pigeon pose on the right side. So either a half pigeon on the right side as the right leg reaches up, right knee towards right hand, foot in the vicinity of your left hip, and setting up with your blocks as you deem necessary under your right sits bone, or taking your time in a different pose, whatever works. You know yourself if you'd rather take a different variation. May purity of intention, purity of thought, purity of heart shimmer in my bones. You might even visualize light shining through from the top of your spine all the way down your spine. Shimmering, light shimmering in your bones. Your shoulders, joints, in your arms, throughout your legs, in your hips. May light shimmer in my bones, purity, purity of heart. And staying there just for another 5 long breaths. And listening to your own bodies, your internal clock, to switch to the other side. However you get there is great. Let there be this fluidity in motion. And feel the breeze. Feel the peace. And the peace is always here in the background of all things. Our world right now is full of conflict on the surface. But underneath, tap into what's underneath. Tap into what's underneath, finding that solace. Finding that clarity of mind. May clarity shine in my mind. When I see clearly, I'm no longer looking through the veil of my own past, my own trauma. May light, may clarity shine through my mind. May I see clearly. May I see clearly so that my relationships are true and real versus projections of my own thinking. Couple more breaths. Slowly make your way upwards as you wrap that right leg around into a seated position. Taking a few moments if you need like a little bit of a forward fold or any other motion in seated to do it before making your way onto your backs. On your back, take your knees towards your chest to give them a little squeeze. And rock side to side. And notice if your hips need a little bit more loving, you can circle the knees out and in like breast strokes or planting the feet eventually underneath your knees and taking your way into this heart opener, this bridge pose, planting arms alongside the body and drawing the hips upwards, maybe a block underneath your sacrum for a supported bridge. Notice if this is where you want to stay for a while, or if there's any other motion that feels lovely for your body to take before your Shavasana. Maybe you love the idea of staying exactly where you are in a supported bridge. Maybe you love the idea of taking a reclining twist or any other motion. And once again, as you find that Shavasana, a complete surrender to the earth, and a little bit of a invitation of the heart to open as much as it's willing, soften, to let go of fighting gravity. Just hand yourself over to gravity. Drop the defenses around the heart, just letting those gates, imagining gates around the heart, opening up. Notice how it helps your breathing even more. And silently and inwardly repeat, may love flow through my soul. May love pour through my soul. May light flower in my heart. May warmth radiate my belly. May purity shimmer in my bones. May kindness resound in my voice. May clarity shine in my mind. May solace abound in my life, touching all who I meet. May solace abound in the world, bringing all beings, humans, animals, plants, into perfect union. All beings. Once again, may solace abound in the world, bringing all beings into perfect union. Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavati Sameta Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take a deep in-breath together and sigh it out. And taking your time to move a little bit and either stay reclined on your back the whole time, or very gently roll over onto your side and make your way upwards to your meditative seat. And then we'll close together with the sound of Om, bringing hands to heart space. letting that beautiful expression of love pour into the world with the sound of Om. First a cleansing breath. Inhale. Thank you so much for allowing me to teach you today. The love that resides within my heart bows to the love which resides within yours. Namaste. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Love you. Mwah.